There, Kelly Renee Baker here. A little later than normal in my videos, but it really kind of fits in with what I'm talking about today. So today is Thrive Thursday, and what we talk about on Thursdays is how we can not just survive daily life, but how we can thrive. I know there have been so many days in my life where I felt like I was just trying to survive the day, just barely hanging on. And I'm not going to say I don't have days like that anymore. I'm not going to say that. But I will say I used to have a lot of days like that, way too many days like that, where I just felt like I was, hanging on to a thread, couldn't do anymore. But what I've learned and what I want to share with you so that you can thrive in life is that we can thrive each day. Each day doesn't have to be a feeling of survival. I just want to make it through this day, and it shouldn't be that way. And one of the things that I learned that has helped me to be unhackable, to help me thrive in life, is to give myself some grace. I've been really hard on myself throughout life, hard on myself in the past, and, sometimes we just have to be able to tell ourselves, like, it's okay. It's okay if I don't get everything done. A lot of times we get in our own way. That's why I wrote my book, Defeating Your Greatest Opponent, because often we are our greatest opponent. So give yourself a little grace. Know that you don't have to do everything today. Now, with that said, we don't want to keep putting things off for tomorrow that we can do today, but we can't do everything today. So it's about prioritizing. Just like this video, the videos I do, they're very important to me. Like, I love to help people and get these messages out to people. I try to do them earlier in the morning. Today, I really had other things that I needed to take care of. Today is my son's 18th birthday. So I gave myself a little grace so that I wouldn't stress out, so that I could take care of some things for my son's birthday. And here I am, I'm still doing this. But by giving myself that grace and saying, hey, it's okay to not get everything done right now, that helps me to thrive in life. Because when I feel like I have to do everything, I have to do it now, I have to do it today, that's what stresses us out. My brain will start going like this. I panic, I get anxiety, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can have peace, we can shut off distractions around us, and I've talked a lot about that, but that is something that really hacks our lives, is paying too much attention to all the distractions around us and not focus on what we need to. So for today, I just want you to accept this challenge, to give yourself a little grace, to say, hey, I don't have to do everything on my to do list today. I can prioritize my list and focus on what I need to focus on today and shift some other things for tomorrow. And like I said, it is important to differentiate. You don't want to keep putting important things off for tomorrow because they'll never get done. But what you want to do is give yourself some grace so that you can get the priorities met today, to take some of that stress off so that you have a little bit of peace in your life. When we live each day in survival mode and we don't know how we're going to make it through the day, that just causes us to be stressed out and panicked about tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And that's not what we want. We want to have peace in our lives. We want to have joy. We want to not only survive, like survival is very important, but we want to thrive. We want to have happy, joyful lives. And like I said, yes, I have days where I still feel like I'm in survival mode, but they are so much less than what they used to be. The days when I was a single mom and, trying to raise two young kids, yeah, I had a lot of days where I was in survival mode. But it was also still during that time of my life, back when I was a single mom, that I did realize that I don't have to live every day in survival mode. I learned to drop perfectionism, to drop some things that held me back, and they were all things that I had control of. And now I am able to live a life where most days I'm thriving and living unhackable, living as a victorious champion, and just doing everything that I believe God wants me to do. So I just challenge you to give yourself some grace today. Recognize what your priorities are so you don't get hacked, and have a great day. Remember, you are a champion.